There we go. Okay, hopefully we're live again. Okay, it's actually clouded up a little bit. I keep hearing some vocalizations from, sounds like some smaller birds. I don't know what the sound of a horned lark is, but I'm wondering if that's what I'm hearing. We saw the one, at least I saw it. I don't know if you saw it or not. If they are horned larks, whatever the birds are, whether they're horned larks or not, I don't see them. I should look around with binoculars. Maybe I'll catch sight of them if they're still here. The sun's coming back out again, I think. So we're looking at, again, at a snowy owl. On the ground. There are a lot of crows around, but they're not bothering the owl. The owl is not very, very close to us, so we're not getting maybe a perfect look, but we're getting a decent look anyway. Look this way, baby. Yeah, so the smaller bird, I just looked in on the chat room. The smaller bird we saw, I believe, was a horned lark. And we've seen them over the years on a couple other occasions. One a few weeks ago, and one a couple years ago, or actually a couple of them a couple years ago. 2 or 3? A few? I don't know. But I've never had one on, you know, with this camera before. And I was hoping to get a better look. Now, unfortunately, we're looking at a white owl, mostly white, with and a white background. So, you know, it's not a perfect view by any means. I'm still hearing some kind of chittering. I don't know what it is or exactly where it's coming from. I have to say, very much... Oh, wait. I see one. Is that a horned lark? I think so. Let's look at it, if we can. Hold on. Hold on. Stay there, please. If I can find you now, it's not easy. Hold on. Let me look with binoculars, see if it's still there. Oh, shoot. Let me get my bearings here again. It took off. Okay, let's go back to... Oh, is the owl still there? I hope so. Yes. Hard to, right now, with the way the lighting is, very hard to see with the naked eye. Before it was easier. But however, while it's more difficult to see with the naked eye, it's actually better to see on this camera, so we'll take it. Owls are so cool. There. Gorgeous. Still looking for horned larks. Anyway, as I was saying, ever since we saw them the first time on the tour, I've wanted, you know, a much better look at them. Unfortunately, my understanding is their numbers are declining. I'm not looking at the owl, I'm looking for horned larks. I wish that one had stayed put for us. And I suspect that's what I was hearing, but I'm not hearing that chittering now. We won't stay here all day, but this has been nice to see, I have to say. Sorry about the technical issues. No horned larks. Oh, look at that. What a cute face. I just love them. Really, you know, we made stops, or I made stops along the way, and now we're here looking at the snowy owl. That's why I'm up here. That is why I'm up here. I mean, if it weren't for the owls, I probably would be still in Ithaca today. I just love the way owls turn their heads. I mean, other birds do too, you know, turn their heads around quite a bit. I mean, you see red-tailed hawks, they can turn their heads around pretty well also. But just the way an owl does it is special. Now, as for... As for the horned larks, no sign of them any longer. Not hearing them. And I'm not sure how many were in the area. I definitely saw one, and I showed you one, but I'm not sure if the second one I saw but failed to get on camera, if it was a second one or if that was just the same one. I wish this owl had stayed closer, but you know, I was glad to see the flight. That was nice. I wish I had seen it better and captured it better. Seems I have a spot somewhere on the lens or somewhere. Sorry about that. I see the question, what flight, in the chat room. This owl was closer to us, and I was zoomed in, so it takes me a while to unzoom, but it took flight and went to its current location. So there was a flight, you know, just a few moments after we started watching it. The sun's coming out again, more quickly. It could be that you know, we were. Oh, hold on. Okay, I see two swans in the air. I'm not sure what kind they are, if they're trumpeter or if they're tundra. It could very well be. And the flight was brief. I didn't capture it very well, but it took off while we had the owl on camera, and then I dialed things back and managed to reacquire the owl on camera right as it landed, I believe. two of them. Pigeons. Okay. We're going to move on. What time is it? It is 10 minutes to 2. We're going to move on very shortly. Unless something happens, you know, and if this owl comes closer or something, that might be a different story. Turn this way, baby. Did I hear the horned lark again? Possibly. Oh, is that it? I think I see one in the air, but I'm not sure, and it doesn't seem to be getting any closer. And there also seems to be an eagle in the air. And a hawk flying around. The horned lark, if that is a horned lark, is not getting closer. It's now changed direction, but it's... I don't know where it's going. But, wait a minute, do I hear one? Closer? I don't know. Oh, what are those? Some small birds in the air. Hold on. Where are they? Are they still in the air? Oh, come on. I wonder if they... Someone is nearby and vocalizing. Hold on a second. I don't see anybody, but I hear somebody. Anyway, let's go back to the owl. Sorry about this, hold on. Trying to get things steady again so I can let go of the camera. we had such a nice look when it was closer, before it flew to where it is now. While you're looking there, I'm going to continue looking for the source of those vocalizations that I'm hearing, just in case there is a horned lark nearby. And I wonder what that flock of birds, they were smaller birds, I wonder what they were in the distance. I never did get them on camera for you, but I wonder what they were. I wonder, for instance, if they could have been more horned larks. I don't know. Just a few more moments, I think, and then we're going to move on. Good to see this beautiful owl. Lighten it up a little. That's too much. Okay, I think it's time for us to move along. Glad we got to see this beautiful snowy owl. And, you know, I'm glad for the quick glimpse at the horned lark. You know, wish we had seen it for a little bit more time and a little bit better. But, you know, sometimes you gotta take what you can get. But again, this is, you know, another lesson as to the importance of looking for everything when it comes to bird watching, and that is, you know, other signs, not just the birds, not just their vocalizations, but also, you know, maybe you're not seeing something when you're going through an area, but if you happen to see other people stopped or looking around or whatever, you know, maybe there's a chance they're seeing something. And that's what happened in this case. Oh, look at that. That is much better. Oh! Some kind of bird of prey just flew by. Maybe a merlin, I'm not sure. And now I can't see it. Was it chasing after it? I don't know. I don't see it now anyway. But now I'm hearing vocalizations again. I wonder if there's a horned lark nearby. Battery's running low. Just realized something. I made a mistake with the other camera. I'm wondering if we're going to see another flight. Let me get this other thing out of the way. Oops, sorry. Hold on. Will there be a takeoff? I don't know. Seems to be a little bit more animated. So I'm wondering if it's going to happen, but I don't know. Kind of doubt it, but okay, we're going to move on. As much as I would love to stay, look a little bit longer, but we have other things we want to see. So, goodbye, snowy owl, you beautiful, beautiful bird. Okay, we're going to switch cameras. This battery's low anyway. If you would, please. Hopefully that's the dust we were seeing. And I'm gonna shoot. Can't remove the teleconverter sometimes, it's very difficult. Oh, come on. I can't get it right now. So we're gonna be stuck with it for now. And you may say, why not leave it on all the time? Well, it's nice sometimes, but not all the time. Especially if something is already close, it can be a problem. Switch batteries. We're going to get going right away. That was a nice stop. And again, I appreciate the patience. And let's go. Bye, snowy owl. Good to see you. Okay, let's get going. I was glad we saw the snowy owl, of course, and I was also glad to see the horned lark. Yeah. Hi, baby. Okay, let's go on to East Road. A couple pigeons to our, oh, they just took off. A couple pigeons to our right. You know, I have to imagine that there are, you know, some people at the lab, for instance, that, you know, maybe a snowy owl is maybe not something they see every day, but they're no longer impressed by the sight of one. But I'm not at that point by any means. lucky in late 2017 to see one, you know, here in the Montezuma area. And now we've seen two more. For me, first of all, I've only seen them 3 times now. That's one thing. And second, you know, have I had the perfect look at one? No, not by. The sighting we had together in 2017 was a close sighting, but there were branches kind of sort of in the way, and you know, the lighting could have been a little bit better. And you know, the owl was not very animated. It would move its head a little bit sometimes, but certainly didn't fly. And you know, I don't know if it even did any preening, if I remember right. Again, and until I look, you know, capturing the flight on camera. What happens, you know, during the tour, sometimes we come to me, or just one that I've heard of, or whatever, and you know, maybe from then on, I find that I have a feeling we're not going to be here on East Road too long. Not much going on down there, and by not much I mean nothing. At least to the naked eye, I don't see anything. Let me look with binoculars quickly. Everything is, water's all frozen. Okay, I'll give you a quick look with. And I saw no bird activity down there, any waterfowl, because things are frozen. So ain't nothing going on. Hold on a second here. I could tell these people about a. Hello.
Hi.
Any interest in a snowy owl?
Yeah, we saw one. We were up earlier. We saw one up at the airport.
Okay.
Right near the antenna.
Okay. There's another one nearby in the, I think they call it the Mucklands or whatever. There's one there as well.
Well, I think where your car was along 31. There,
Yes.
and you were looking in kind of a westerly direction. You saw it from that point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whereabouts out in there did you
There's I don't know exactly, but there's a building that was right there. If you happen to see my car,
yeah.
And along there's like a, not a paved road, but there's like some kind of road. It was just a little ways off to the right from the way I was looking, and just near some vegetation.
Okay, we'll go back there and take a look at it. Thank
Good
you
luck.
very much.
Take care. Now maybe, you know, maybe to them, I don't know if you heard the conversation, maybe to them a snowy owl is not that impressive. Now, they mentioned having seen one. I'm not sure what airport they were talking about. Maybe the Finger Lakes Airport, probably, or Finger Lakes Regional Airport. Who knows, maybe they didn't see, maybe they saw a white spot, and that was, you know, all they saw. You know, rather than seeing an owl very well. is frustrating to go to an area, you know, if you're looking for a specific species or something like that, to see it, but it's at such a distance that it's really just a spot or a splotch, and you can't see any detail. And, you know, just have to deal with it as best you can. And we're lucky that we're able to magnify things fairly well sometimes, but there's a point, you know, a distance that, especially if the conditions are poor, where, you know, no matter what, we can only do so much. I mean, things start to get hazy and you get the heat shimmer or some kind of air distortion, you know, that's just natural, and there's nothing you can do about it if the distances are long enough. Tell you this, I mean, for years, you know, when I was taking still photos just on my own, you know, I was always trying to, you know, look for ways of better magnification. And I regret, you know, not finding better magnification. For instance, prior to, you know, the abandonment of that eagle nest that was taken over by ospreys at Mud Lock. I think I would have had a, you know, much better look in this day and age with the equipment I have. Saw the two eagles earlier up in the air, but we haven't seen any eagles before or since. This time of year, you know, I come in here to Mays Point just, you know, hoping that we happen to catch sight of something interesting. Am I expecting to see anything of interest? No, not really, to be honest with you. Just hopeful. Some might say, well, you're just being stubborn. No, I'm not being stubborn. There is a reasonable chance of seeing something. And given the fact that it's along the way, and it doesn't require too much of an investment in terms of time, might as well do it. Have to say, you know, that was, like I said, that was my third sighting of a snowy owl, and you know, it's been great to see them, and you know, we've had help seeing them this time, obviously, because there was someone who was already seeing it, and the last time. The first time we had seen one back in 2017, that, you know, I happened to spot it on my own. But however I end up seeing it, it's I can think of what it would be like to just, you know, go home having seen it and have to tell people later, oh, you know, I saw a snowy owl. It's another thing to be able to share it right then and there in real time. That, I have to admit, I enjoy. It does complicate things in terms of the gear I have to deal with, but it's rewarding. Okay, now we're passing by the Shocky Pool. Oh, what do I see in the air? Crows? Look like crows. Yeah, crows in the air. And another crow there, a few other crows here and there. Crows by the road. Oh, that did look like an opossum, but I'm not sure of it. Remember, we saw that opossum in that stretch last week. Had a few brief, close glimpses of it as it kept moving. So I mean, it kept coming, you know, kept going out of our view. But I liked watching it anyway. We're just driving along here. If we see anything, fine. If not, I think it'll be time for me to pack up and head back to Ithaca. From what I can see. Don't see anybody in the air. Don't see anybody on poles. Don't see anybody at all. I was hoping maybe to see a rough-legged hawk or something, but no. There's always a chance, you know, when you drive by an area like this that, you know, the bird you're looking for or hoping to see is there, but maybe on the ground or something. And, you know, maybe when you're driving, it's more difficult to happen to see such a bird. I did on my way, you know, up here, I did see 2 red-tailed hawks on the ground. They were appropriately scolded and told to watch out for the roads, but that's, you know, that's between me and them. Okay, everybody, I think it's time for us to take a break. And for me to pack up and head to Ithaca. Let's say roughly, maybe closer to 4 by the time I'm there. Maybe 3:45, 4 o'clock. Okay, everybody, 3:45, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there, hopefully. I hope to see you all in Ithaca. Let me see if you're getting the message. Okay, you're getting the message. I'm going to finish typing what I typed anyway. Okay, we'll see you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.